Alright, budget magic time. Playing some Naya Evolution in Standard. And so far this deck seems pretty sweet. Alright. No green mana, but we have a Thraben Inspector to draw a card. So we'll give it a shot. Mountain for our opponent. Well, it's just Plains and Thraben Inspector. Get a clue, pass the turn. Alright, this looks like the Thermo-Alchemist deck. Alright, opponent discards a mountain. Not greed mana. Let's get in for one. And I think instead of playing Impact Tremors, we need to sack this clue to try to find green mana. Alright, Incendiary Flow down to 17. Well, let's crack the clue. Green mana? Slow green mana. Well, Impact Tremors, Evolving Wilds. Get in with Thraben Inspector. Cryptolith Rites is a good draw, though. I'm glad we found that. This has got to be the blue-red Thermo-Alchemist deck. So crack Evolving Wilds, get a Forest, the long-awaited green mana. Draw a Waste. Let's Cryptolith Rites, Plains, and Elvish Visionary. Another Impact Tremors trigger. And draw a card. Woo-hoo-hoo, that's a Brood Monitor. Alright, this one might actually end pretty quick just from Impact Tremors. So our opponent kills one of our creatures. Now, since all of our creatures are Birds of Paradise, there's a Thermo-Alchemist. Still, I'm not sure it matters because we get to Mountain and Souls of the Harvest. Deals one from Impact Tremors. And I don't know how our opponent's deck really deals with Souls of the Harvest. I guess they can unsubstantiate, but that's not a long-term solution. Tormenting Voice. Going to do some tapping and untapping with the Thermo-Alchemist. Discards a Fevered Visions. There's Eerie Interlude. Can we combo off and win here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, let's play the land. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Brood Monitor. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we might be able to. So Brood Monitor gives us a bunch of triggers. I might be counting this wrong, but we'll see. Sage of Ancient Lore, get the Scions. Then we can 1, 2... Oh, our opponent scooped it up. Yeah, we had it. We could have Chasm Guide, given our stuff haste, tapped our Souls, Brood Monitor, and Chasm Guide for Eerie Interlude, and then got a million more triggers from Impact Tremor. So that was good. Well, in this matchup, it's pretty much Orbs of Warding and Enlighten Ascetic that we want. Things we can go without. That's the bigger question. Pious Evangel is actually decent if it lives, just because it gains us so much life. They're probably going to be killing our things. Sage is pretty big, actually. We might have to just trim stuff. Might trim a couple Eldritch Evolutions. Unsubstantiates quite the blowout. And then go down 1 Eerie Interlude and 1 Thraben Inspector. Try it like that. Well, we got our sideboard cards, which is pretty good. Tap land for our opponent. We will just Cinderglade pass the turn. So we get to draw with Elvish Visionary, and then we have Enlighten Ascetic to take care of... Alright, there's Thermo-Alchemist. To take care of the first Fevered Visions. So let's draw a card. Pass the turn. We also just have the Eerie Interlude combo once we get to it. But hopefully card drawing with Visionary will get us 2 orbs, which is so good against this deck. Tormenting Voice discards a Lightning Axe, untaps Thermo-Alchemist. Alright, there's a land. Let's just Visionary, draw another card. Canopy Vista, and pass the turn. Down to 18. Because Orbs actually locks Thermo Alchemist too. Because it doesn't say combat damage, it's just if a creature would deal damage to you, prevent one of it. And that's dealing 1 damage, so it just prevents all the damage it would deal. Tormented Voice, or Tormenting Voice, discarding a Shivan Reef. So I think we're in decent shape, and even decenter shape with Cryptolith Rites. So let's cast Cryptolith Rites. Opponent pings us. Alright, going to Fiery Impulse one of our creatures. That's a little bit annoying. We wanted to blink both of those, honestly. Battlefield Forge. And I guess we just passed the turn. Down to 15 from Alchemist. Mountain for our opponent. There's a Fevered Visions. And Thermo Alchemist taps, untaps, Incendiary Flow. So we're down to 11. Good news is we get to Forest and Orbs of Warding. So we're down to 10, and we are going to be losing life from Fevered Visions for the immediate future. But our opponent has to get rid of the orbs if they're going to be able to burn us out. So they're looking for, like, Unsubstantiate, I would assume. Oh, Unsubstantiate doesn't even hit non-creatures, does it? Alright, so our opponent just runs their hand out there. It's not doing much, though. And we get to kill Fevered Visions. So we take 0. Opponent draws. We get a plane, so let's play the planes. Play Enlighten Ascetic. Kill Fevered Visions. Play Chasm Guide. Give everything haste. And then play Thraben Inspector. Get a clue. And then sack the clue. Another Enlightened Ascetic. Alright, pass the turn. Would be nice to find a way to get our Pious Evangel to start gaining life. If we get there, then I think we pretty much have it. Five mana. Is this like a Dark Dweller? Opponent. Collective Defiance. Going to kill... Alright, kill our Chasm Guide. Probably a good choice. They're going with Thermo Alchemist. They don't do anything, but that's alright. Pumps up Storm Chaser. And they get to draw some new cards. So they will be able to get in for 1 with Storm Chaser. Play another tap land. So we dropped to 7. Evolving Wilds. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Play Green Warden. Green Warden gets back, I guess, just Elvish Visionary. Play Evolving Wilds. Crack Evolving Wilds. Get a Plains. And then I think we just Eerie Interlude right now. Blink everything. Pass the turn. Get everything back. Draw a card. We're not going to use Enlightened Ascetic. Get back Eerie Interlude. Get a clue. Still no Pious Evangel, but pass the turn. We're still in a little danger of dying if our opponent can get rid of Orbs of Warding. That's what we got to worry about. That would be the one way things could potentially go wrong. Opponent's going to loot. On the other hand, if we ever just find Pious Evangel, we pretty much just win. We'll just discard Plains in case we draw into a Displacer for a colorless mana. Alright, Storm Chaser Mage. Brood Monitor. But we don't have Evangel. So let's 1, 2, Elvish Visionary. Draws us a card. I'll draw the Displacer. I'll play Battlefield Forge. Play Eldrazi Displacer. I guess we can get in with Green Warden. And pass the turn. Another Storm Chaser. Well, if they can string together like 3 spells, they might be able to get there with Storm Chasers. Alright, Exquisite Firecraft. Well, in response... Actually, let's see. How much mana do we have? 1, 2. So, sack a Clue, get a Visionary, and then just Eerie Interlude everything. And hopefully we draw into a Pious Evangel for the win. So we're taking 3 down to 4. Getting a little close. So draw a card, not going to destroy Cryptolithrites, get back Eerie Interlude, get a Clue. Oh, another Displacer. Thraben Inspector. Well, Elvish Visionary draws us a card. We need Eldritch Evolution. There it is. Alright, there's Eldritch Evolution. So now I think we are fine. Because we get to 1, 2, 3. Eldritch Evolution. Sack Enlighten Ascetic. Get a Pious Evangel. Play Thraben Inspector. Gains a life. Now with this life gain we should be good. Let's tap out our creatures. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so first let's get in with Green Warden. And then we sack a Clue, play Evolving Wilds, and then we just Eerie Interlude everything. Crack Evolving Wilds, get a Forest, and our opponent scoops it up. We're going to gain 15 life or something, so apparently we're good against the blue-red spell deck. Oh, this combo's sweet.